2021 saw a number of major events in the Philippines, like the start of the COVID-19 vaccine rollout, search of COVID-19 cases due to the Delta variant, the country's first Olympic gold, and filing of candidacies for the 2022 elections. Join me as I review these stories in this special episode of In Case You Miss It of Daily Tribune. I am Michelle Giliang, and I will give you a flashback of what has transpired in the Philippines in the past year. The country welcomed 2021 with the controversial death of Christine Dacera, a 23-year-old flight attendant. Gaining widespread media attention, her case served as a reminder on the importance of conducting scientific and evidence-based investigations and avoiding hasty generalizations. The Philippines received its first shipment of COVID-19 vaccines courtesy of China's Sinovac just before February ended. Beijing shipped 600,000 doses of anti-coronavirus shots, the first tranche of its donation to the country. Last March, the government inoculated its first legally acquired COVID-19 vaccine to a medical frontliner, ending the country's wait for a virus shot. Dr. Gerardo Gap Legaspi, director of the Philippine General Hospital, is the first recipient of the coronavirus vaccine. In April, a week after the reimposition of the strictest lockdown classification in Metro Manila and nearby provinces, community pantries emerge, where donated food packs are made available for the poor. The initiative first popped along Maginhawa Street in Quezon City and was later replicated in the other areas across the country as a means of helping the poor cope with the ongoing pandemic. The nation commemorated the 500th anniversary of the arrival of Christianity in the Philippines, which remains a religious nation even as the pandemic forced churches to go virtual. The year-long celebration formally began on April 4, 2021 and will end on April 22, 2022. In June, the nation mourned the death of former President Benigno Noynoy Aquino III. Aquino, who rose to power on the legacy of his democracy icon parents, died of renal failure at age 61. Considered as the deadliest aviation accident in the history of the armed forces, an Air Force plane carrying 92 passengers overshot the runway while landing at the Jolo Airport last July, leaving 53 people dead. President Rodrigo Duterte confirmed the order of Lapu-Lapu with the rank of Kalasag to the fallen soldiers, who were supposed to bolster the battalions deployed in Sulu to fight the Abu Sayyaf. B-medaled athlete Heidelin Diaz lifted the entire Philippines to a sheer moment of pride with her Olympic gold victory, ending the nation's 92-year wait. Diaz led the Philippine team that brought home 4 medals, which officials say was the country's best Olympic showing so far. In September, the country saw record-breaking COVID-19 daily numbers, which experts attributed to the deadly Delta variant. Coronavirus infections prompted the government to reimpose another 2-week lockdown. For months, senators went after executives of the government supplier of the COVID-19 year, Pharmally Pharmaceutical Corporation. The firm bagged billions of pesos in contracts to supply the government with face shields and other supplies, despite having minimum capital. 2 executives of the firm remain in jail for their refusal to cooperate with the ongoing inquiry. Also in September, the country crowned its first Miss Universe Queen, who is openly a member of the LGBTQIA+ community. Beatriz Luigi Gomez, 26, represented the country in this year's Miss Universe edition and extended the country's 12-year semi-final streak with her top 5 finish. Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. and Sara Duterte Carpio emerged as the tandem to beat after bizarre political episodes that have unfolded during the deadline for filing of candidacies and substitutions. From the opposition's failed unification plan to substitution drama, the chaos involved the president himself, who flip-flopped on his plan to pursue a Senate seat. In November, 3 Chinese Coast Guard vessels blocked and fired water cannons on 2 Philippine boats en route to Ayungin Shoal to transport food supplies to Filipino soldiers on board BRP Sierra Madre. No one was hurt in the incident, but the delivery of supplies to the Filipino troops had to be aborted. Philippine supply boats resumed their mission the following week. Again, I am Michelle Giliang for Daily Tributes in case you miss it. Keep it here on Daily Tribune's Facebook page for more exciting stories and videos.